Can I address this from another point of view? This is also added to what they're saying. Think with me, okay? Think about what you would be if you didn't have a choice. What you would be if you didn't have a choice. If you cannot make any choice, I'm expecting some answers. What would you be if you had no choice?
We can't give an answer.
Exactly, you can't even answer. Machine, robo is also given coded. Somebody codes them. Somebody's fixed the thing. It's someone's choice. Maybe robo, maybe puppet. You have no. Free will, the choice that human beings have to decide and do things, whether to accept God, reject God, whether to do, or it itself is an act of love. God fully knowing that we could, the choice that He gives to us, can one day bring His Son on the cross, knowing that He gives the choice, the ability to make a choice to human beings. We still want to blame Adam and Eve and say, no, because he made the sin, therefore sin is in the world. No, that choice is yours and mine to God also. The same choice that Adam had, even I have it now, to fellowship with God, to know the truth, to accept His truth. Free will is an unconditional love of God in action. Why would He give this free will choice to people knowing He messes? That's another question. Because without choice, there is no love. For those of us who are married, if you're only going to be given a choice by your husband or by your spouse, for the matter wife, that you have to only say yes to everything. Every time your wife or your husband comes and asks you, do you love me? The only answer is yes, yes, yes. Is that a choice? No. Only when you have the choice to reject is your choice to love meaningful. In giving the choice, there is another side that you could be able to reject also. Because without choice, there is no love. God knew that. And without love, there is no worship. God wants us to come to Him with whole heart, mind and soul. So therefore, He gives us the choice with the knowledge and with the power to reject Him, knowing well that one day that we will reject Him. On the first time He gave the choice, Adam and Eve chooses to reject. And if you think it's only them, no, there are people till today rejecting God. Without choice, there is no love. Without love, there is no worship. And without worship, there is no fellowship with God. You see that equation right there in Genesis. And you see the dynamic of what's going to happen later in there. God kills two animals which have nothing to do with the sin of Adam and Eve, to just refer to a verse in Hebrews that's saying, without bloodshed, there is no remission of sin. He kills an animal which has to shed blood. Innocent animal is killed to clothe the shame of Adam and Eve, the consequence of sin. Yes, God did not make a choice what mistake people will make. He made a choice to love them. Whose choice is going to hell? The ones who reject God. It's not God who's sending them to hell. Because why would a good God send people to? God is not sending people to hell. It is we who want to make a choice and reject God. And to those who reject God, God is saying, I want to read a verse that I read for you before that I was mentioning to you before in Romans. Romans 1 ESV 20 reads this. For His invisible attributes, namely His eternal power and divine nature, has been clearly perceived since the creation of the world. Not now. Since the creation of the world, God has put so much out for us to see in the things we have been made, so that they, who are these they? Those who give excuse saying there is no God, all of this, so that they are without excuse. Verse 21. For although they knew God, they did not honor Him as God or give thanks to Him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened. It's because they chose to make a change of domain. They chose to make another God, and today they struggle. You make a consequence. Mind you, God has given us the power of choice. He has not given us the power of choice of consequences. You and I have been given knowledge that if you put your finger in the fire, it will burn. You can make a decision whether you're going to put or not. But you cannot make a decision whether the fire burn will hurt you or not. Once you put your finger in the fire, it will burn. That's the law of nature God has set. You can't say, I will put my. There are no choices given to you for consequences. And today we struggle with consequences a lot.